welcome to another transfer news update video. Luis Diaz, welcome to Liverpool. You can see him holding a Liverpool shirt before or during the Liverpool photo shoot, and the official announcement will be either today or tomorrow on Monday. I'm super excited. You can also see in the pictures him signing a contract in South America. He signs for Liverpool on a 5-year deal until 2027 in a blockbuster like 40 million euro deal with 20 million euros on add-ons. Also, we have the inside story in this video of Luis Diaz and how we actually got him ahead of Tottenham, and Daniel Levy has egg on his face because Liverpool backdoored Tottenham, and you will find out all the intricate details on how Liverpool managed to get ahead of Tottenham and get Luis Diaz. So make sure to stick around in this video, and if you are excited about the Luis Diaz transfer, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, so you never miss the latest and greatest Liverpool transfer news videos on YouTube. And Liverpool and Tottenham have a fierce transfer rivalry going back a decade. Do you remember in 2012 in the summer, Brendan Rodgers desperately wanted Clint Dempsey, and the Liverpool owners weren't 100% sure on him. So in the end he ended up becoming a new Tottenham signing, and he wasn't setting the Premier League alight, so Liverpool didn't miss out on much. Also, Tottenham had completed a deal for Sigurdsson, who was another target for Brendan Rodgers, but Fenway Sports Group, the FSG, the Liverpool owners, didn't have a great interest in Sigurdsson either. And then of course the famous transfer of the Brazilian Willian, who actually Liverpool were about to sign, and then he was at Tottenham about to sign his contract, and at the last moment Chelsea even backdoored Tottenham, who backdoored Liverpool previously for that transfer. Danny Ings, a free agent, chose Liverpool ahead of Tottenham. Gini Wijnaldum in 2016 also chose Tottenham over Liverpool. So Daniel Levy on a Thursday finally learned just how far down the road Liverpool's recruitment team had progressed with Diaz. There was precious little he could do about it, and the well-placed sources say that Daniel Levy threatened to report Liverpool's recruitment staff to the owners, John W. Henry himself, which is absolute lunacy. It's like a younger brother finding out the older brother got a bigger present, and then he's crying to his mother. Oh my goodness, that is absolutely crazy. The key flaw in that plan is that John Henry and Mike Gordon, the owner and the chief executive, were actually delighted with the Liverpool's strategy, which saw us go ahead of Tottenham and sign Luis Diaz. It had all started last year with Porto's financial problems. Liverpool learned about Porto's financial problems more and earlier than everybody else, because Porto were late with payments on the Marco Grujic transfer fee, and basically they were late with the payments on their fees owed on the deal for Marco Grujic. And also Porto were making it known at the end of last year that they were willing to sell Diaz to ease their financial problems, and Liverpool just told Porto, we will meet in January to discuss a potential summer transfer deal. A few weeks later, Porto told Liverpool that there were other interested parties, and of course Liverpool asked to be kept in the loop, and Liverpool said they were not interested at the price being quoted. But in the meantime, Daniel Levy, the Tottenham chairman, started negotiating. The only caveat on Liverpool's side being that if a deal was agreed, the recruitment team asked that they could be informed. They told the players' representatives they would take any Spurs deal for Diaz to FSG for consideration. Recruitment at Anfield is in the process of being handed over to Julian Ward, assistant sporting director, but his current boss Michael Edwards. And what is also amazing is that Michael Edwards used to work for Tottenham previously. Levy agreed a 45 million euro deal with around 15 million of add-ons. So Liverpool agreed at 40 million with 20 million of add-ons. It was in the add-ons that Daniel Levy drove a hard bargain. They were based on targets that would be difficult for Diaz to achieve. Once that was agreed, Liverpool were given sight of the deal. So basically Porto told Liverpool what the deal was. Ward and Edwards, working closely with Dave Fellows, the head of recruitment at Liverpool, moved quickly. Fenway Sports Group, the FSG, the owners, have agreed to pay the fee, and I have to commend the owners and a huge respect for them. Finally, they put money where their mouth is, they put their hands in the pocket, and finally they made the Liverpool sign a player. This desperate for a cash injection to deal with payments due, Porto asked for 8 million euros by this coming Monday. Liverpool said that they could do it. A FaceTime call between Klopp and Diaz was sanctioned by Porto, and the pair met at last remotely, of course. Diaz was in the Colombia team hotel as they prepared for their World Cup qualifier against Peru on Friday. Klopp was on Merseyside. They got on well in the FaceTime call. By Thursday morning, a deal was agreed between Liverpool and Porto. So basically it's almost the same deal, 40 or 45 million up front, and then 20 or 50 million in add-ons. These are varying reports. Some say the former, others say the latter. And basically the 8 million euros would be paid almost immediately to Porto just to ease their financial burden. Diaz and his representatives told Porto that Liverpool were their preferred destination. A transfer agreement was in place by the end of Thursday. And this is crucial. Diaz wanted Liverpool. He wanted to move to Liverpool. And I am hearing that the medical was completed successfully yesterday. For Daniel Levy, missing out on his second major signing of the transfer window after Adama Traore went to Barcelona on loan was a major setback in his attempts to help Antonio Conte with his squad. And of course, after this, Daniel Levy wanted to get back in the running, and he came back with an improved offer to FC Porto, but these transfer negotiations and transfer deals have a momentum of their own, and Liverpool already agreed to pay Porto 8 million euros, so Porto were not desperate for cash anymore, so they rejected Tottenham, and they knew that Diaz wanted to go join Liverpool and not Tottenham, so in the end Tottenham missed out, which is absolutely brilliant. And by Friday the deal was done, and basically the back door was shut in the face of Tottenham and Daniel Levy. You love to see it, you love to hear about it. This was an absolutely brilliant report in the Telegraph newspaper by Sam Wallace, who is the chief football writer of the Telegraph, so huge credit goes out to him for this brilliant reporting on the exact details of this deal. And I love these kind of stories. And Daniel Levy, him trying to report our recruitment guys to our owners is just nothing short of comical and ridiculous and so funny. So Tottenham is a club that just keeps on giving and giving. They are always going to be the bridesmaids, the also-rans, the second place team. Basically, Daniel Levy told Liverpool, I'm going to tell on you to your daddy, and then the daddy said, I'm proud of you, son. Not to Daniel Levy, but to the other son, which is which is Liverpool in this case. That is absolutely brilliant. I'm reading the Reddit comments in the Reddit thread of the Liverpool forums, and that is just absolutely brilliant. So basically, Liverpool used Daniel Levy and Tottenham to negotiate the price down for us, because originally Luis Diaz had an 80 million euro release clause, and Liverpool were not interested in him at that price. But basically, we used Tottenham to negotiate the price down, and then we swooped in at the last moment, which is absolutely brilliant. And congratulations to Liverpool and the recruitment team. They once again played an absolute blinder. They smashed it. So brilliant. Congratulations to Liverpool. Luis Diaz, welcome to Liverpool. I'm so gassed, so excited, so pumped for this transfer. I can't wait to actually sign him for my FIFA 22 Liverpool career mode as well. The summer transfer window is coming in a few episodes. And by the way, new episode is dropping later today. So stay tuned, get back on my channel in the afternoon to watch that. And what is amazing is that the Liverpool club doctor Jim Moxon and David Woodfine, the Liverpool director of loan management, have traveled to Argentina, where Colombia play on Tuesday. So Colombia had to travel to Argentina, so Liverpool had to travel there, and the medical will be done in 2 days. I think the first part is already successfully completed, and Diaz is also scheduled to take part in Colombia team training for the national team, and he is set to earn rumored £90,000 per week, which is a pretty modest salary. Liverpool's highest earners are on like 200, £250,000 per week, so Luis Diaz getting 90 weekly wages. It's still a lot more than what he's getting at Porto, but it's a moderate wage. And then when Luis Diaz performs and hopefully he becomes world class, maybe as good as Sadio Mane, then Liverpool of course always can bump up his salary later. And I also have a Portuguese football expert, Filipe Dias, on Transfer Talk at Sky Sports. He said this about Luis Diaz: the newspapers in Portugal say the deal is going through, so it seems Luis Diaz, the best player in the Portuguese league at the moment, is going to be joining Liverpool. He's the kind of player Jurgen Klopp likes. Technically, he's very gifted. He's bound for greater things than the Portuguese league. Diaz is the best Colombian player at the moment, the best player in Portugal at the moment. He can do anything up front, despite not being a centre forward. He really has something special about him. There is no doubt in my mind. If things go normally, he will fit in perfectly at Liverpool. And Liverpool view this as an excellent deal if it gets completed, very much close to the Diogo Jota type of deal. And it's also not 60 million euros up front. It's 40 million plus 20 million add-ons. Diaz was Jurgen Klopp's first choice for the summer transfer window, but of course, because Tottenham wanted to sign him, Liverpool moved it forward to January. And it's a big coup for Julian Ward, who is to succeed sporting director Michael Edwards in the summer. It was a deal in which Ward led for the first time, but it is fair to say he has been supported strongly by Edwards, who put together the strategy to secure the player this month. And Luis Diaz is first in the Portuguese league top scorers. He scored 14 goals. He also has 162 touches in the opposition box. He also has, which is also first in the league, he also has 18 possessions won in the attacking third, so he is a high pressing player, and that makes him second in that chart in the Portuguese league. He also completed 46 dribbles, which makes him third in the Portuguese league, and he also has 248 final third passes completed, which makes him fourth in that chart in the Portuguese league. He's basically the whole package, and he's only 25 years old, so he has the best years ahead of him, and I can't wait to watch him play for Liverpool, hopefully already next month. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. It was a lot of fun to make. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.